What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me right here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, and TV shows. And right now I'm going to do another comic book review. And this one is going to be for Star Wars The High Republic issue number 1. So this is issue number 1. Now, just to be clear, I have not yet read the book Light of the Jedi. Actually, it just came today, so I will be starting this. Now, it will take me some time to do it, as I am also doing a lot of reading for my master's degree and I'm teaching school, so this is gonna have to be fit in to the slots where I have time to read. So it's going to take me a while to get through it, but I will get through Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, and I'm looking forward to that. But that being said, it is my understanding that this takes place right at the end. The comic series takes place right at the end of Light of the Jedi. That this kind of picks up the story threads that were left dangling at the end of Light of the Jedi. So I kind of went into it with that reference, knowing that I'm going to kind of get the backstory when I get to reading this book. Now, I've even had some people tell me who have read the book that I should read the book first. But the reality is it's going to take me so long to read the book that I'm just going to read the comics as they come out, and I will read the book, and I'm smart enough to put the timeline together. But that being said, I like how they have got a timeline in here of the comics, the books, the movies, and all that. And then we get into the High Republic, and we're introduced to our main protagonist here, a Jedi in training named Kryve, and she is actually in the middle of her Jedi trials, and she has a master named Sskeer, the lizard guy. Sskeer, and he is her master. She is his Padawan, and she is learning. She's in her trials right now. He actually introduces her to her trials early in this episode, or early in this issue. And while she's taking her trials, there is a catastrophe that happens, and she actually abandons her trials to go save people. And it turns out that was the right call to make. It turns out Jedi are flexible, and she made the right call, and she still becomes a full-fledged Jedi in this issue. So they don't really stretch out her becoming a Jedi. She becomes a Jedi, and then that's the starting point for the story. Now, the story circulates around Starlight Beacon, which is supposed to be like the space station, which is going to be a symbol of hope for the galaxy. It's going to allow colonization of other worlds. It's going to allow the Jedi to have their positive influence extend further out into the galaxy. Starlight Beacon is gonna be a good thing. Now, it's important to keep in mind this is the High Republic. This is 200 years before the Phantom Menace. This is when the Jedi are at their peak. This is the golden age of the Jedi era. And they have this utopia going on. Well, what's the problem with utopias is that people tend to get naive, they tend to get complacent, and that's when problems come. And that's what we see starting to happen here, is that there's going to be some problems that start descending upon the Jedi Order. In this case, their beacon itself, Starlight Beacon, is causing other aliens, primitive aliens, but violent, to change their trajectory and start heading toward the beacon. And these things are dangerous. So we have a comic here where those creatures have to be, they have to address how they're going to deal with these creatures, and they have to be dealt with. And then they have to understand that, yes, this beacon has some flaws, and we have to address that as well. Yoda makes an appearance here. It's a very brief appearance, but he is here. Younger Yoda. So what is he here? 650, 700 years old. And we are also introduced to Avar Kriss. Avar Kriss, who I believe Avar Kriss is this character. I believe. I haven't read this yet, but I believe they're one and the same. So I believe that this is going to be a very large character moving forward, not just in the comic, but in the High Republic storyline as a whole. But yes, this was a very interesting first issue of the High Republic. We learn that Kryve may have some issues. You know, we've learned that he's dealing with some loss, he's dealing with some defeat, and he's having some issues. Will he go dark? Will he turn evil? What's, you know, is he going to try to leave the Jedi Order? I don't know. But either way, it's very interesting to already have a Jedi who may be on the fringes of being evil or not wanting to be a Jedi anymore. I find that to be an interesting place to find Kryve's master, and I want to I want to see that continue to develop. Really cool shots, really cool drawing here of all the Jedi holding their lightsabers up for light and life. Maybe that'll be a Jedi catchphrase during the High Republic. But either way, definitely a cool drawing here. So again, we've got Kryve, we got Sskeer, and we got Avar Kriss here, and I look for all three of these to be, you know, again, major players moving forward, not just in the High Republic comics, but in the other storylines that come out as well. It's a good starting point. Definitely had some nice action. Definitely did a good job of setting up what's going to come next. And because of that, I definitely can recommend this comic to Star Wars fans, because I think that we're going to see some payoff of this good setup coming down the line. Again, I will read Light of the Jedi as soon as I can. Definitely looking forward to seeing where the High Republic actually starts, and I believe this is it. So, what did you think of issue 1 of the High Republic comic book story? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. While you're down there, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out a lot of content, and I want to make sure that you're up to date with everything that I'm doing. And as always, I thank you so much for joining me right here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.